Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Natalie and I'm going to be guiding you through yoga today. Before we begin, can I just ask you to check your environment? So make sure that there's nothing you're going to bang into, like a chair or a table. Make sure there's nothing you can trip over or fall into. So if you need to take a moment to just move anything, pause me here and we'll get started. Hello again and welcome to yoga. This week's theme is all about power and our own personal power in particular. It can feel as if people take our power, leaving us feeling vulnerable, without choices, and sometimes angry. And today we're going to take that power back, grounding through our feet, introducing the sun salutation and working through some core work to help us stand our ground and not waver and lose our balance. So, like always, we're going to honour our mind, our body and our spirit. You can use your block, your chair, anything to make a pose more comfortable for you. So we're just going to start lying in Savasana to begin with. You can lie with your knees bent or your legs straight. And we're just going to take 5 long, deep breaths as you allow the stress of your day and your week to just fade away. And for this time, nobody needs anything or wants anything. This time is purely dedicated to yourself. Not forcing yourself into any positions that seem uncomfortable, just allowing your body to guide you, feeling your power through every pose. And if there's anything that you want to focus on or that you want to achieve during this time, I'll be quiet for a few moments to allow you to set your own intention. And on your next inhale, just bringing your knees up into your chest, into Apanasa. And we're going to do our ankle circles, so we have 8 in one direction and 8 in the opposite. Moving on to our butterfly knees, you're going to push the knees away, nice big circle, and bring them back together as if you're doing the breaststroke. You have 5 pushing away and 5 pulling towards you. So when you pull towards you, you bring your knees towards your chest, out to the side, and then down towards the bottom of the mat. We have our half leg raises now. So 5 on each leg, starting with the right leg. On your exhale, you lengthen the leg. And on the inhale, you bring it back. I'll count so you can just go with the flow of your breath, nice and slowly, nothing rushed. Two more. Go into the left side now, exhaling nice and long and inhaling back. Two more. Last one. So on your next inhale, we're going to come up into sitting, so you can come onto your side and push yourself up, or you can hold lightly onto the shins and rock yourself up into sitting. You can sit cross-legged or with the feet on the floor and knees bent. So we're going to do our wrist circles, 8 in one direction and 8 in the other. Now we're going to do our shoulder rolls, 8 backwards and 8 forwards, starting small, and as you warm up, getting bigger. Moving on to our head rolls. So for this, you can bring your chin to your shoulder, back to the center and to the other side, or you can do one full rotation, nice and slowly, going as far as is comfortable for you. We have 3 one way and then 3 the opposite way, nice and slow. So now what we're going to do is we're going to warm up our spine. So what you're going to do, I'll show you from both directions. Having your hands on your knees, you're going to lift the chest up and push back. So from the side, it's lift up, back, okay? And we're going to do 20 of those. So trying to make sure your back's nice and straight, not rounded. So this helps open the ribs, keep the spine nice and straight. So you're going to exhale, sink the chest, inhale up, sink. That's it, I'll keep count. Ten more. Last 2. And relax. So we're staying with this cross leg position, or you can have your legs out for this. So we're just going to do body circles. So you're going to go round, pushing the chest out as you come forward and rounding it as you come back. So we have 10 going clockwise and 10 going anti-clockwise. I'll keep count, so we push forward to the side and round. Five more this way. Last 2. Change in direction for 10. Last one. Sitting nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Just sitting nice and straight, lengthening that spine. And take 3 long breaths. Relaxing your pose a bit. So we're going to go on to core work. So this strengthens all the front of our abdominals and the back muscles as well. And core work is really, really beneficial for when you're feeling slightly anxious, a low mood, when anything feels overwhelming. Working the core activates your gut brain. So all the bacteria, all the microbiome in your gut area helps reduce and get rid of the cortisol and the adrenaline, and helps release the endomorphs, the serotonin, to help your mood lift up. So we're going to start lying on our mats in Savasana. So for this, you can either have your hands on your abdominals or out by the side, and all you're going to do is when you exhale, you're going to bring the shoulder blades up off the floor, looking up at the ceiling, and on the inhale coming back down. And we're just going to do 10 of those, so you really want to feel the abdominals activating as you come up. So nice big inhale. On your exhale, bringing the shoulder blades up off the floor as high as you can, and inhaling down. I'll keep count. We're halfway. Two more. Perfect. So now you're going to make a diamond shape with your thumb and your index finger. You're going to rest them on the lower back there. That helps keep your lower back stable and reduces any strain. So we're going to raise the legs in the air. So these are the full leg raises. And we're going to do alternate legs first. So you want to point your toes, and if you can, lengthen one leg towards the floor and then bring it back, and we'll go to the other side. You can bend the leg and bring the toes to the floor and then bring it up. So we're going to do 10 to begin with, so 5 on each leg. So getting comfortable, making sure your back's supported. Lengthen the right leg towards the floor. Inhale it back, keeping a little gap off the floor so the foot doesn't come all the way down. Six more. Last one. So you can bring the knees into Apanasa for a breath. Then we're going to straighten the legs again. So what we're going to do now is double leg raises. So you want to try and keep the sides of the feet together, the knees together, and the thighs. You're going to lower the legs slowly to the floor either keeping the legs as straight as you can and bringing them straight back up, or bending again, bring the tiptoes to the floor and then bend the knees and straighten them to the top. So we're going to do 8 of these. So when you're ready, lower the legs towards the floor as slowly as you can, and then inhale them up in one smooth motion. Halfway. This is when you realise just how heavy your legs are. Two more. Last one. Bring your knees into Apanasa. Take the hands from underneath your hips and just take 3 breaths here. You can rock from side to side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lengthen the legs again. You can have the hands underneath your hips in that diamond shape. And what we're going to do is we're going to do circles with our toes pointed towards the ceiling. You have 8 in one direction and then 8 in the other direction, making the circles as big or as small as you feel comfortable. So when you're ready, two more this direction. Change direction. Two more. Then bring the knees into Apanasa one more time. Taking another 2 breaths here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to push yourself up into sitting or rock up into sitting. So we're going to move on to Surya Namaskar, or the sun salutations. So sun salutations have many different variations. And for this one, we're going to come into it from a kneeling point of view. So we'll be doing it standing later on as the weeks progress, but today we're just going to start from kneeling. I'm going to quickly run through it for you so you can see what you'll be doing. From kneeling, we're going to come up, exhale, come forward into tabletop. You're going to take the right leg back, followed by the left, and lift the hips into down dog. You can bend your knees, or if you can get your heels even down to the floor. You're pushing your chest towards your thighs and your eyes are looking between the calves. From there, what you're going to do is you're either going to come forward into plank or into tabletop. You're going to make sure the tops of the toes are on the floor. You're going to come down onto the front and then inhaling up into tall cobra, sphinx, or if you feel confident, you're going to come up on the toes into up dog. From there, back onto the knees, toes come under and into the down dog again before knees come down. Inhale up, and you can either stay here or go back. So if you're in the up dog, which is on the toes, you're going to come straight onto the knees. If you're in cobra, you're going to come back down onto the floor, onto the knees, and from there into your down dog. I'll do both variations with you so you know what sort of I'm doing. We'll start with a low cobra or cobra first. So coming towards the front of your mat, inhale onto the knees. We're going to do 2 of these, each one for 3 breaths. On the next exhale, bringing the hands down onto the knees as you just look forward. Hands come down, either stepping the knees away from you, toes come under. As you lift your hips into your down dog, or you could have gone straight into down dog. You can bend the knees to soften the pose, or pushing the heels down towards the floor, lifting the hips as high as you can. Imagine there's like a string pulling your hips up. The next inhale, coming forward into plank, or down onto your knees into tabletop. Pushing the earth away with your hands. Next, exhale, start lowering the thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, chin down towards the floor, before either inhaling up, arms nice and long, or on the forearms. Shoulders down away from your ears, shoulder blades down the back. From high cobra, lowering the chest down, and from low cobra, chest down, hands come under the shoulders, push up, lift the knees, toes come under, bringing the hips up into your down dog. Knees come down, tops of the feet flat on the mat. Inhale up, reach as high as you can. You can push the hips forward and come into a back bend. Make sure the head doesn't go back though. Inhale, nice and tall. On the exhale, come forward, hands on the knees, and just let your head look down towards the floor. Next inhale, hands come down. You're going to lift the hips into your down dog. Pushing the chest towards the thighs, heels come down towards the floor, looking between the calves. Next inhale, coming forward into your down dog, plank even, or tabletop. Push the earth away, heels push back towards the mat, making sure your hips don't sag. Next inhale, knees come down. Exhale, thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, chin, either into low cobra, high cobra, or feet off the mat, pushing through the heel of the hands into your up dog. So you can either go straight into your down dog, or lower the thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, chin again. Hands under the shoulders, push back, toes come under as you lift up into your down dog. Next inhale, knees down, walk the hands back, inhale up, add in a slight back bend if you want. Hands come down into prayer. So how did you find that? Good. So we're going to do it one more time. So you can come forward to the front of the mat. Inhale the arms up. We're going to do it again for 3 breaths. On the next exhale, coming forward, fingertips on the thighs. Feel the strength throughout your entire body. Hands come down onto the mat, either stepping back or going straight into the down dog from here. Toes come under, lift the hips. Next, inhale into plank or into tabletop. The tops of the feet come down, exhaling through the thighs, the hips, the abdomen, the chest, chin, before inhaling up into low cobra, high cobra, or if you prefer, the up dog. Making sure your shoulders aren't scrunched up by your ears, nice and long through your abdominals. The next inhale, either going straight into your down dog or onto the knees. Toes come under, then lift the hips one more time into your down dog. Next inhale, dropping the knees, tops of the feet flat on the floor. Inhale up, holding here for 3 breaths. Hands come down into the centre of your heart, sitting down onto your knees. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to just relax and unwind from all the down dogs and everything we've done. So you can sit on the knees, on your heels even, cross-legged, or with the feet out in front of you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to the body circles. We have 15 one way and then 15 the opposite way. So I'll keep count. So your chest comes forward, to the side and round. So 15. Five more this way. Change in direction. That's 5. 3. This is our last circle. Come back to centre. Sitting up, back's nice and straight, and we're just going to go to the pulsing in and out. So you're going to push the chest up and release down. Okay, so we've got 15 of these, so when you're ready, Last one, and relax. So we're going to stay with your legs like this, or knees bent. If your knees are bent, all you're going to do is you're going to wrap your arms around your shins and drop your head in between the knees. If your legs are crossed, you're either bringing the elbows down towards the knees and dropping the head, or you're just going to come forward so the forearms are on the floor. So we're just going to hold that for 5 breaths. So inhale. As you exhale, just come forward, only going as far as is comfortable. Next inhale, coming up, sitting nice and tall, shoulders reset. And we're going to do it one more time. So if you sat cross-legged, bring the back leg to the front and the front leg to the back. Inhale. As you exhale, hands around your shins, elbows on knees, or forearms on the floor, taking 5 more breaths. Next inhale, coming up, sitting nice and tall. So we're just going to do our pranayama practice now. So it's just a nice, simple breath. So you're going to inhale up for a count of 5. You're going to hold for a count of 2. And you're going to exhale for a count of 6. If the breaths are too long, you can shorten them, but try and do the whole 5 and then the whole exhale for the 6. So for this, you want to make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears and your chest is open. If you round your shoulders, your lungs aren't going to fill your chest as much, so it's going to be much harder. So inhale for a count of 5. Hold for 2. And exhale for a count of 6. Imagine you're blowing out a candle on your exhale as we just go to our inhale, nice and slowly. Hold for 2 and exhale for 6. Got 3 more. Exhale for 6. Exhale for the last time. So now we're just going to come lying in Savasana. You can stay sat up. You can have your knees bent. You can have your legs flat, palms up or resting on your abdomen. And all you're going to do is take a few moments to allow your body to settle, feeling the strength and power throughout your entire body. You don't need to concentrate on anything other than my voice. And as you just lie in Savasana or sat nice and tall, just feel a gentle relaxation flowing over your toes, over the tops of your feet, and into the soles of your feet, through the heels, into your ankles, over your shins, and deep into your calf muscles, feeling your knees relax, your thighs relax at the front and the back, as the relaxation flows into your hips and your pelvis, flowing into your abdomen, feeling your ribs relax. Your collarbone relaxes as you feel your shoulders drift towards the floor, flowing over the tops of your shoulders, where it flows down into your back, relaxing your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. All of the muscles that line the spine relax, and then feel it spreading out towards the sides of your body. The muscles in your lower back relaxes, the middle of your back, your upper back, around your shoulder blades, into the tops and the backs of your shoulders. And from your shoulders it cascades down your arms into your biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs and palms of your hands, and down the lengths of your fingers. The relaxation flows from your shoulders into your neck, around your scalp and ears, flowing into your forehead. Your eyebrows relax, your temples, those muscles in and around your eyes soften. Cheeks, lips, and jaw relax, flowing over the front of your throat very gently. Your entire body relaxed, from the crown of your head all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Just feeling that stillness, giving this time to your body to just be still. Feel all tension draining out of your body, and a gentle feeling of serenity replacing all tension and tightness. There's no need to control it or force anything. It will just happen automatically as you take these few moments just listening to the sound of my voice. As you just slowly become aware once more of your calm, gentle breaths, your body where it relaxes on your mat, bringing your full awareness back to the sound of my voice and your calm breaths. And your next inhale, just wiggling your fingers and your toes as you allow your body to gently wake up and have a nice long stretch as if waking from a beautiful nap. And you can either remain lying or come up into sitting as I just say the words of the wisdom for today. So, the same water that softens a potato hardens an egg. It's not your circumstances, it's what you're made of that changes everything. So, thank you very much for joining me again. It's been a pleasure, and namaste.